I think we've successfully reached a point in society where nothing makes sense anymore. All these titles that we give ourselves mean absolutely nothing. The titles of being married means nothing. People are still cheating and divorcing at high rates, as if they're not married and as if marriage isn't a union between two people, a family. When you divorce something, it's the death of a family. So when people say they're married, it means absolutely nothing. It doesn't guarantee that they're more faithful or whatnot, because in society, everybody's cheating and having sex in different kinds of places. You may call yourself a Christian. You may call yourself a Muslim, Catholic, whatever. None of it means anything, because you have some religious people that are more racist than other religious people. And how are you religious and racist? God isn't racist. And then you have these religious groups contradicting themselves, causing havoc. If you look at what the Bible says and you look at what the real life says, it doesn't match up at all. So what do these titles actually mean? Nobody believes in religion anymore, which is why society is the way it is. When you say political leanings, when you say Republican or Democrat, it means nothing, because the traditional Republicans and Democrats are non-existent. You still have Megyn Kelly, who's a conservative, but still talks feminist talking points, which is our liberal mindset. You still have people on the right still have LGBTQ spokespeople. That's not traditional at all. So none of these political leanings, none of these religious titles, marriage, not even racial group. People say white or black or all that. None of it means anything anymore. It's everything so watered down that there's no standards anymore in any of it. Which is why if you're listening to these titles and you're taking them seriously, you're going to be disappointed, because nobody truly lives up to them in today's society. Today's society as is divided at every level. There's no cohesiveness anywhere in society unless you're in a small town. If you're in the city, there's absolutely no social cohesiveness. There's no community unless you're in the wealthy or the suburb part of the city. None. Society today has become sadistic, meaning that everybody seems to be on edge and bloodthirsty. See, when there's no law and order, when there's no morality, when there's no religion for the people to believe in, human nature gets out of control rather quickly. People before knew this, and which is why they made it so strict for people to get married, people to follow the religion. It's made it so strict, and they made you follow these things because it would make society better as a whole. So what prompted this video is the fact that the shooting at Florida State, and then there was a shooting here in Dallas at a high school. Guys, we're becoming desensitized to the wrong things. We're desensitized to alcohol. People drink alcohol like it's lemonade. We're desensitized to drugs. Everybody has done a drug and shooting up and sniffing stuff and smoking stuff they shouldn't be smoking. We're desensitized to vices. We're desensitized to the death of other human beings. There's no empathy or sympathy anymore. It's successfully been eroded. Why? Because we see all these mass shootings all over the place. We see video games of Call of Duty with people shooting people all the time. Death, team deathmatch, free for all. And then you mix in popular culture with rap music where every 5 seconds they're talking about deleting the ops and shooting the ops up and what they're going to do to the ops. Everybody, you're getting desensitized to the life of other human beings at every single turn in society. But you know what's interesting, and I've said this in previous videos recently this week, men are in a crisis. Men are in a crisis. Now, I've been shouting this from the mountaintop for a while now. Now, if people are going to listen, it is what it is. But this is what is going on. This is why we have so many shootings. This is why we have so many confrontations and division amongst society. When the men don't feel the love from the village, they burn the village down. You know, I made the video about the CNN woman, about how, you know, they only watch the manosphere. Well, to be truthfully honest, the manosphere is the only part of the internet that is giving men real advice, that's actually helping men, that's actually giving men an outlet to cope with life. You can't get it from your parents because either your dad's a simp or your dad's gone. It's a broken family. Your mother broke up the family. She divorced your dad, or parental alienated you from your dad. So you don't get it reinforced in the home oftentimes. So what do? You have to look for Andrew Tate to become your dad. You have to look for different people online to become your dad. These are online mentors. Men have always been looking for masculinity and mentorship. So that's one of the beautiful things about the internet. It's allowed people to shrink the world, and you can talk and receive information from other people that you wouldn't have access to otherwise. But unless we start investing in men, caring more about men, we will see more confrontations and shootings and stabbings like this. Because when men cry out in anger, men cry out in violence. We're not like women where we sit in the corner and pout and cry. No, we want to do something about it and take our anger out on the world when the world doesn't care about us. And so this is why you see men are crashing out at all-time rates, and men are even deleting themselves because they realize nobody truly cares anymore. And it's sad, guys, because the trajectory that we're on, it's going to be time for me to move into the country somewhere, miles away from society, because how can you see these problems and not try to fix it? Is there some kind of plan to destroy society that we're not understanding? None of this makes any sense whatsoever. It's just like with college football and sports today. I can't really watch it anymore because why the fuck would I watch something where this guy can literally jump, he can play 3 games good and want to sit out because he wants to renegotiate, or he'll go into the transfer portal and at any moment, why would I watch that shit? It's the same thing with society. Nobody's trying to fix and do the common sense thing anymore. The common sense thing, the right thing to do is now intelligence now. That's how brain dead we are and have become. And it's utterly destroying society. That's my video. Hopefully you guys can relate to this. Hopefully you guys can feel this in your bones, and hopefully this can somewhat start some kind of change, because we're not going to survive going down this trajectory. But don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share the video, like the video. If you guys want to support the channel, all the ways you can are in the description below. Whatever it's worth to you. You guys have a good day, good week, and I'll see you guys in the next one, man. Peace.